Woonsocket.
Good morning and welcome to Coffee and, the longest-running panel discussion show in American radio. To make a comment or ask a question of the panel, call 401-766-1240 or email coffee@woonsocketradio.com. And now, let's join the Coffee and panel.
Hey, good morning. Coffee and time here on WOON AM and FM. I'm Joe Callahan. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday morning, November the 13th. We go around the coffee and table on a Thursday. We say good morning to Bob Lauder. Good morning to you, Bob Lauder.
Good morning. Good to be with you.
And nice to have you here with us. And Sue Chester McKenzie's here. Hi, Sue.
Good morning.
And Mr. John Ward has joined us here.
Good morning,
on
everyone.
the Coffee and program. So thanks for joining us this morning. Comments and questions can be called in 766-1240.
What's this I hear about Dave getting a big piece of slate?
Well, he hasn't had any in a while, so so we decided to give him one. Now, someone else, he got an award. He got an award. Actually, the radio station got an award, and he accepted for the radio station. So
Slate?
well, that's what they gave. It was a plaque, and they made it out of slate. The thing's like 50 pounds.
Well, you got to do something with your sidewalk when you want to change it over to concrete. So you pull up the slate slabs and you turn them into awards.
8.5 by 11 size. It's good. It's good size.
You know, people used to sell those all the time, not awards, but the slates as pictures. You know, they paint them. That was some of their crafts to use, as you just pointed out.
Well, I
They're
mean,
slates, but
when my wife and I bought our house, there was slate slabs as
Yeah.
the sidewalk in the front yard.
yep, and that's what people are using to create crafts. To the recycle thing, but they're too heavy, so I haven't seen a crafter selling those in a long
The
time.
last time I saw when my wife bought it, small slate, but they had to use a leather shoelace kind of thing to
Yes,
hold it
yes.
keep, because you need something strong because they weigh a lot.
So what was the
Community
slate?
Care Alliance forwarded his name to win this award.
What's the award?
Philanthropic business.
Philanthropic business.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, wow.
And he won, and he went down last week down to the Crown. What's the name of the hotel?
Crown Plaza.
Crown Plaza Hotel. They had a little get together. I think 3 different businesses won, and he was one of them. Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's nice. So, and it's up on. If you go look on our Facebook page, you can see there's a 6-minute video you can watch of Dave accepting. Well, Dave talking about the award, and there's a little write up about him getting the award, and a couple other people saying nice things. So it's very
Great.
nice. Yeah. So go check it out when you get a chance. All righty. All right. Things going on. Oh, the government opened up. So yay. Everything's back to normal.
Can you feel it in the air?
Well, not really, but everyone in New England, all the Congress people, all hated it, but it passed anyway.
Wait a minute. The government opened? I thought the only thing that happened yesterday was the Epstein leak.
That's coming at a later time.
Oh, you mean the government opened too?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was only all Epstein yesterday.
No.
So now I saw mostly government opening.
Government. Okay.
I heard, some people that really listen know the government opened,
Yes.
but
it was
heard
closed?
about the Epstein.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens with the Epstein
That's
stuff.
yeah.
A little closer to home, there was a person died in Cumberland.
What?
In a car accident.
Car accident on West Rentham Road. Happened late Tuesday night around 11:15. Car crashed into a tree. And when first responders got there, they found the vehicle fully engulfed in flames. Firefighters were able to put out the fire, but they also found a person dead inside the vehicle. The person's identity has not yet been released. No one else in the car, and no other vehicles were involved, and the cause of the crash remains under investigation. So
Wow.
more on that to come when they release the victim's name. But it happened Tuesday
Well,
night.
I'm trying to think, was the weather bad at that time?
No.
I don't remember. Could be speed could be involved.
Yeah, no, it could be. I just
I
wasn't
don't
sure
know.
because I know there was one night. Oh no, that might have been Monday night that it was.
That
The weather was
windy
awful,
rain. And,
rainy and
but
foggy.
you're also could be a medical, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
medical
Could be a medical thing
emergency.
because we don't know age or anything like
Exactly.
that. So
But what causes a car to burst into flames? That's not a usual result of an
I guess
accident.
it's all on how you hit the tree. What part of the car hits the tree? Does the gas tank hit the tree? Does something in the engine hit the tree? Can happen.
But it doesn't happen very often. It's
No, it does not. And it was a 1980. I'm saying 1980, but it's not that old. It was a Volvo.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, and I always
usually those
I
are
always
very
thought
safe.
Volvos were considered safe.
The safest
vehicles.
cars out there.
Well, there's also, you talk about the gas line. They have what they call an inertia switch in the trunk of cars,
Okay.
so that you don't continue with the gas flow, and that shuts off the car. You can't start the car. A lot of people don't know that.
I didn't
So,
know that.
so when you have a car accident, your car's not moving, your car's not starting.
That's why.
It's the inertia switch.
Yeah.
So many times you could just, look in the trunk, bring down the lining, and there's an inertia switch up, usually over the right
You
wheel
didn't,
well.
you didn't know she was the expert witness in the My Cousin Vinny trial.
Right?
I didn't know Marissa Tomei's character is based on Sue.
Right?
How about that?
Absolutely.
You have no idea how many times I've wanted to stop when I see an accident and a tow truck to say, no,
okay.
get the inertia switch.
All right. So when we get more information on the situation in Cumberland, we'll get more on that. This Thursday morning, there's an issue over on Diamond Hill Road. This may affect you later, John. Between
Yes,
Wood
I've heard.
Avenue
And
and
St. Leon.
St. Leon Street, it's closed. There's a sewer issue seems to be going on over there, so you can't drive. I don't know what they're doing, ripping up the road.
Well, I would
or
think
something like that.
I could probably go down from the top of Diamond Hill.
Yeah, you could.
Heading down.
Yeah, so
Like
but
it
just
did,
be
yeah.
aware. But if you're heading I said this earlier, if you're heading to Belo's Flowers, you got an issue
Yeah.
Really?
because they're right in the middle, and you can't get there. Can't get there from here
What's did you say, St. Leon?
Yeah.
to Wood Avenue.
Oh, okay.
That whole entire stretch
Yeah,
of Diamond Hill is just closed. You can't drive on it.
Gotcha.
So it's go all the way around, whichever way you can figure out how going all the way around. So DPW is working on that. All right. The other thing I just saw, and there's an article in the Valley Breeze, a newspaper. They just posted it online. We had the death of that a 49-year-old Ryan Goulet who was found unresponsive behind the Broster house.
Yes.
And they're saying, the police are saying it appears to be an accident. This story's not going away. The family and a growing chorus of residents say, we don't think so.
Well,
We think something else is going on.
I read the story, and they claim the daughter that got to visit and the woman that brought her there said that he was unrecognizable,
Interesting.
and that there have been reports, and they mention in the article that the hospital staff has been reporting attacks on people that have had to come to the hospital. And interestingly, I wonder if it's possible that the surveillance video that the police saw, where they said he fell over and hit himself in a way that probably caused his death, that may be absolutely true. But from what it says in the article, it may be that the reason he was not able to maintain his balance and fell and killed himself was because somebody had already beat the crap out of him.
Up. Mhm.
Yep.
Wow.
That's what the daughter is saying. Quote, Ryan was beaten and unrecognizable. And that is the image my daughter will have to heal from. Justice must be served. Other relatives have similarly described him publicly as unrecognizable after the incident.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, there have been reports of kids beating up on seniors and homeless people in the park at World War II
I
park.
wasn't aware of that.
Yeah.
Oh.
The police are not saying anything at this time. They've not confirmed any such reports or announced any related arrest dealing with the death of Ryan Goulet. So, but it looks like this it's not going to go away. This story's not going to go away as long as the family and friends keep pushing. Hey,
The funny thing is that the autopsy says that it's
You
we're going to have to get you a new wire.
right?
A new contact. If the autopsy says that it's just blunt force trauma to the head that caused the death, there's still no evidence that it wasn't precipitated by some sort of assault, and so they'll have to look for the report to show some other injuries unrelated to whatever that contact was that killed him.
yeah.
That could be possible.
The medical examiner's official ruling has not come out yet.
Right, but that's what they'll have
So,
to wait for to get an answer.
All right, so we'll just we hurry up and wait on more information to come out. So, all right.
Oh yeah, besides the government opening, the SNAP benefits will all be out today. I don't know how that's going to work for Rhode Island because they released all the SNAP benefits last Friday.
So you shouldn't be getting
And
extra.
the
You've already got
governor's
it.
not saying where he got the money from because he said he only had enough to give out to the families with children. And then all of
All
a sudden
right.
they released the entire amount of all of the SNAP benefits, which is like,
Wasn't there
2.9
something
million?
about a small window that both Rhode Island and Mass jumped on, and I don't know what it was because I only
well,
caught
it was the
bits and
window
pieces.
between the court decision
Okay.
saying he had to release the money and they had to pay the benefits, and so they used that as the excuse to release money.
Gotcha.
Not knowing where it came from, they won't say. And the time the Supreme Court said, no, hold off on that and wait until at least Thursday, with the presumption, I assume, that they knew that the Senate bill had just passed, so it was going to pass and clear by Thursday and they could release the money. But two states, at least Rhode Island and Massachusetts that I know of, released all of the SNAP benefits,
Yeah.
and the governor won't say where he came up with the cash to do it.
All right.
I mean, he doesn't have authority to just cut checks willy-nilly.
Right.
Will the people that get the SNAP benefits, will they get double the SNAP benefits then?
Well, I
Here
don't
in
think
Rhode
that
Island?
SNAP benefits don't go to the people from the federal government directly, I don't think. I think it passes through the states.
Okay.
Because the states
I think
manage
that's what
the
they said.
application process and the enrollments.
All right.
So they're the ones
Okay.
that know who gets it. And what I'd be interested to see is when the president, who had already threatened to punish those who release funds early, instead of waiting for the federal government to open again, will be penalized in some way. And I'm wondering if he's going to follow through on that threat. I don't know what kind of penalty he can assess, but you never
Well,
know.
I don't know.
This guy.
Okay. We'll see what
He
see what
might call
happens,
them
right?
names.
So yesterday we had the story. There were three down in Providence. There were three school employees that were just placed on
Separate
leave
suits.
for all at three different elementary schools, and they were all just placed on leave for unprofessional conduct. I said, well, that doesn't say anything about what they have done, and that was the gist I was bringing up. Well, if you don't know what they've done, why tell the story? So, but now today we do have a story, also out of Providence. A Providence school librarian at Pleasant View Elementary School reported that a parent reported that her son was assaulted by the school librarian. 59-year-old Susan Rizzo allegedly struck the child with an open hand on his back. Get a move on.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. I don't know. Rizzo was suspended for 2 days and is not allowed to make any contact with students. She's been charged with simple assault and battery. What's simple assault and battery as opposed to just assault and battery, Bob? What's simple? Sue, look that up. Why
Sue's
Bob
looking it
shakes
up.
his head.
My,
Before Bob even
my
had a chance to
researcher is-
answer, I got my
It's
phone.
probably with no injuries being reported or anything.
Yeah, it could
like
be.
that.
Okay, so I mean, it could be a situation of move it along
I suspect
kind of
that's
thing,
exactly
or
what
maybe it could be a little more devious or more.
I doubt it.
I doubt it too. But now, now she's stuck. Okay, she was suspended for 2 days, but now she can't have any contact with the students at all under any circumstances.
Oh, yeah.
And now that could prove tough.
See, now, if it was when I was in school and a teacher was telling me to leave a room or the library, and I hesitated or said no, when
You
they
moved
hit me
right
on the
along?
back and pushed me out,
Yeah.
I wouldn't go home and tell mom and dad because they would say, "What did you do?"
They'd do more. Yeah.
And then I would be the one at fault in all cases. But of course, children nowadays are never at fault. It's always the adult's fault.
Same with you, Bob, when you were in elementary school, if the teachers told you to move along?
You moved along.
You moved, yes. I don't
Yeah.
remember. I don't remember teachers ever having to
Help you along?
No, no. You just did what you were told. Yeah.
I mean,
So-
I sat in a classroom where a teacher, a nun, a young nun, but a nun nonetheless, was writing something on the board, and somebody behind me was whispering something to someone next to them, and all of a sudden, she must have played baseball or something, because she whipped around, and a piece of chalk went flying by my head and hit the kid that was talking.
Oh, I thought it was going to hit you.
Now,
Okay.
nowadays, they'd put her in jail.
Sure.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
So what'd you find out? Simple
Right, so
assault.
it says assault is a general legal term for an unlawful attempt to commit a violent injury or on another person, which may be charged as either a misdemeanor or a felony, depending on the circumstances.
All right.
Simple assault is the less severe form, typically involving a threat or minor physical contact
Okay, that's
without a weapon.
Makes sense, and that's why.
So
this is
yeah,
simple
exactly
assault.
what you said. You know, the
I guess coaches can't congratulate
We
kids
used to get
anymore, huh?
rulers.
Rulers
on the
too.
knuckles?
The nuns, yep, the
I got
rulers.
I got a fingernail in the chest one time.
Oh.
That came
Well,
right
that
after
hurt.
Mr. Ward. You will not. Okay.
He said, all right.
It hurt.
Going to public school must have been a lot easier than going to the parochial schools
Oh,
that you
Catholic
guys
school,
went
they
to.
had the rule.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Yes, they had rulers.
Yeah.
Mount St. Charles' brother Dennis had a reputation that if you were walking down the hall and all of a sudden the wall shook, if you were in the class, you would actually see the dust come out from behind the board because he would pick up students and slam them against the blackboard if they were not properly paying attention or doing what they were told.
I think that one
Wow.
would fall
Woodstock
under
High
assault.
School was really
assault.
easy.
That could be assault, yeah.
He
All
taught Latin.
Oh, God.
Pay attention. All right, we're going to take a break on the Coffee and program, but more coming your way. We ask you to please stick around.
ON 1240. Krakow Deli Bakery Smokehouse offers authentic homemade Polish food to make your next meal special. Try our many varieties of hot and fresh pierogies with onions and what they call dirty sour cream. Or pick up gołąbki, kielbasa, babkas, or some fresh rye bread. We also offer a large selection of specialty and imported foods. Open Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, 9 in the morning till 6 p.m., Wednesdays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays from 8 to 5 p.m. It's Krakow Deli Bakery Smokehouse. Follow us on Facebook and learn about our weekly specials. Located at 855 Social Street, Woonsocket, Krakow Deli Bakery Smokehouse has all the authentic Polish foods you love.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday. Makita knows that pros never settle, and neither do we. With Makita, you get tools that perform at the highest level on every job without compromise. Makita is for the most detailed pros, expertly engineered to deliver precision, job after job. When your work calls for the best, call on Makita. Makita, built to be the best. Available at the Home Depot.
The Coffee and Panel is enjoying coffee from Down East Coffee Roasters. All their coffee is roasted right here in Rhode Island. Down East Coffee Roasters is available at all Little General stores.
ON Radio!
It is Coffee and here on ON AM and FM. Thanks for joining us this morning. Joe Callahan here, along with Bob Ladder, Sue Tester McKenzie, and John Ward. And guess what, Sue?
I
It's
know.
that time of day once again.
Always that time.
Time for first message from the Blackstone Valley Call-in Times.
So good morning, everybody. Last week I had mentioned some of our upcoming holiday specials. Some of them have already deadline, but we do still have a couple that three or so that you may be interested in. One is our food basket program. The food basket program provides a meal of 4 to 5 people, a family of 4 to 5 people, holiday meal for Thanksgiving and Christmas. If you're interested in being a corporate sponsor to that, you can give me a call on my cell phone at 487-4136. We've got our holiday gift guide coming out on Black Friday. And when that comes out, there will also be a contest where you can win a gift certificate. Actually, the gift certificate contest starts today, the 13th. So be sure to go online, woonsocketcall.com, and enter to win a stocking stuffer giveaway, which will be drawn on December 6th. Again, any advertising questions, can give me a call at 487-4136.
All right, just want to pass this along. We're having a little trouble with our video stream this morning, but we're working on fixing it. So
I got all dressed up for nothing.
I was just going to say, I did my hair for
nothing.
nothing.
Yeah,
and
sorry about that.
Put makeup
crew.
on for nothing. And
What are you videoing instead of us? Are you
It's
showing
just-
something else?
I think it's just blank.
Oh, right.
Oh, blank screen.
We just got a
well,
blank
we
screen.
normally on that TV or that whatever, we normally see.
That's what should be being streamed out, and it's not there. But we're working on it. So it's all set now. So everybody wave. All right. Down at the airport, the Rhode Island Airport Corporation says one employee's been fired, 2 others are on administrative leave from following serious misconduct allegations. Officials say several employees in the airfield maintenance department reported hostile conditions that included threatening and sexually explicit conduct, racial and ethnic slurs. Rhode Island Airport Corporation says its executive team is extremely concerned about the situation and commends the employees who stepped forward to help ensure a safe and respectful workplace. The investigation is ongoing. Doesn't say who was fired or who was.
Must be Smithfield High School graduates.
Well, we don't know about that. Doesn't say male or female. Doesn't say who reported what and like that. But
I didn't say they play football.
But the airfield maintenance department, those are the people that are they're fixing the airplanes out there in the lousy conditions, right?
You don't want some disgruntled
You don't want those people disgruntled.
mechanics
Yeah,
up there.
so okay. Well,
I just hope the airport problems get fixed sooner rather than later. Now that the government's open and the paychecks will flow, that the air traffic controllers can find their way back to work and TSA can be there.
That's going to take a little time.
be there to greet us.
well, sure. Now,
Yeah.
Well, they've
Gonna
got
take
like
time.
a week and a half before all the major flights around the
Oh, yeah,
country
for
go crazy for
Thanksgiving.
Thinksgiving.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Well, now you
We can
think
hope.
this is a good story, but then you're like, well, down in Warwick, okay, for Green Airport, 39 unpaid air traffic controllers are the recipients of gift cards to area food markets. I'm like, oh, that's
I know there have been people
that's
chipping
really
in to help
nice.
them out.
They've been working without a paycheck during the government shutdown. This is all good. So far, it's all good. Channel 10 reported the donated cards were collected by the Rhode Island Pilots Association and presented at their monthly meeting, which took place a couple of nights ago. Now, here's where it goes in another direction. Guess how much is on each card?
I think it's like $20.
It's $20.
$20.
What are they
What
going
a,
to
what
buy?
a slap in the
Box
face.
of Cheerios?
I was thinking that. You get a box of Cheerios and a gallon of milk.
Gallon of milk.
That's about $9.
That's it. You
That's
got
about
it.
$9 right there. Okay, you can go buy maybe like 4 hamburgers and a thing of rolls. You're probably about $18 right now.
But didn't the article also say why it was limited
Well,
to
yes.
the $20?
Each card is worth $20 due to a law that limits the size of gifts to federal employees.
Yep.
Oh, $20 is better than nothing.
Well, it is better than nothing, but
Right.
it's
I,
just-
I see
why-
both sides. You're right. $20 is better than nothing.
But when
They
you haven't been-
they did what they could.
right.
Period.
Why-
You
when you
know,
haven't
but
been paid for a month, here's
Yeah.
here's $20.
yeah.
Why don't they give
Thanks.
them $100 gift cards to their wives?
Well, that's a great idea. I don't know, but they hand them directly to the air traffic controllers, who are the federal employees, and therefore you get $20. It's like,
Why don't you just give them a Dunkin' card at that point? You
That's
know
what-
what I mean?
that's what
a
it should have been.
$20
You're right.
Dunkin'
You know,
card is like,
it's-
whoa, thank you.
well, I can get
it's
a
not-
couple
$20
of
Stop
coffees.
and Shop card and not so much.
It's funny you mention that, but I remember when I was working for the Housing Authority, and I've spoken with others, and when the auditors come in from HUD, they come from Boston, they come from Providence, and you just offer to take them out to lunch. And they'll go, but they will always
They have
pay,
to pay.
their own.
Yeah.
They don't have to, but because they get the $20 limit. But in order to avoid anybody ever questioning them,
Yeah.
they refuse,
Yeah.
and then they always get a receipt to say,
Oh,
"See,
sure.
I
did
paid for it."
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, there's a big fear in federal employee
Mm-hmm.
ranks about taking too much or doing anything like that, and it's
You
just
don't want to be seen on the take. I get
it's,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
well,
'cause you
it's
know
not-
somebody's
it's not-
watching.
It's not
Somebody's
like,
watching.
It's not like they're members of a legislative body where they're willing to be on the take.
Yeah.
Or the executive down in the Oval
All the
Office.
executives in the Oval Office. You're right.
Yeah.
No, you're right. There have been this one and many before who have taken advantage of their office, and apparently, from an article I read about Trump's crypto game, and this family making billions of dollars off this new crypto thing he's doing. Apparently, presidents and vice presidents are exempt from the rules that apply to other federal employees.
Well, of course they are.
I was just going to say that.
and-
a president made that ruling.
And then this article went through a list, with Trump it's this, and with Biden it was his son and his brother, and
Yeah.
with Kennedy it was his brother
Brothers.
Bobby.
Klan.
There was always some, Johnson had people that he helped out, and Nixon, pretty much every president did something for
Jimmy
family
Carter
and related.
and Billy.
Well, yeah, that was. Billy sort of took care of that all by himself. But it's historically normal, apparently, but nothing that comes close to what Trump is doing, frankly, with the crypto thing. And that's disturbing, because when he was asked about it by, of all people, Laura Ingraham, who you would think is a friend, he was challenged in an interview on some things, and that was one of them. And he babbled some answer that was sort of incomprehensible, trying to avoid actually answering the question. And then he was asked about the 50-year mortgage idea, and he poo-pooed that like it was a non-starter. And,
That's a nothing? Okay.
And, yeah.
Hey, the Atlantic Shark Institute in North Kingstown has tagged its 50th great white shark off the coast of Rhode Island. ASI Executive Director John Dodd says it's a major milestone in the study of white sharks in Rhode Island and southern New England, and how the sharks are using local waters in the ocean state and beyond. The recently tagged shark is a juvenile, and the data collected will help the ASI understand where the young sharks spend their time and how their health progresses, and they just keep going up and down the East Coast.
Yep.
Yeah,
Wherever
that's
the
what,
warm-
I guess
wherever the
that's
warm
what they
water
do,
is.
because I read it.
Yeah.
I heard a story on one of the stations, the network stations, about a 16-footer that weighs so many tons off of Long Island, and they're tracking it down
Where it
and
goes,
back.
yeah.
It goes down. They think it goes down to Georgia.
That makes
off the
sense.
coast.
Yeah, I was just going to say Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina. They
Gotta
all
go with
down there.
where it's warm.
There was an article on television last night about studies they were doing on whales and the spit that whales effusillate from their mouths.
Good word.
Yep.
And I hope it's a word. And they followed them with drones, and from the spit, they're able to make diagnosis of the whale's physical condition.
But yeah, it was like a health. They called it a health check.
That's how we
They
check on them?
literally called it a health check for.
Well, you can't
for
call them into the
whales.
office.
And it was in it was in Mass, wasn't it?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, I think it was right off the coast of
Well,
Mass.
that's amazing. All right, get ready to look something up here for a minute, Sue. Ready?
Okay.
Portsmouth police have arrested the manager of North End Pizzeria. Video voyeurism. Putting the cameras in the bathroom.
Oh, golly.
Police say 29-year-old Michael Boone has admitted to placing a hidden camera in the restroom of the pizzeria and secretly recording employees. Investigators also say Boone admitted to distributing some of the recordings on social media platform. There comes the question, Sue.
Yep.
Yeah, we're recording, but is that another charge if we're going to disseminate
Absolutely.
this stuff out onto
yeah.
the...
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Especially without people's consent. Detectives say they recovered a cell phone containing digital evidence using a search of Boone's home. He's facing charges that include video voyeurism and unauthorized dissemination of indecent material. His formal arraignment is set for today.
Well,
I would
you just mentioned the two charges: video voyeurism
Okay.
and
The dissemination.
Yep.
I also expect that everybody who's been a victim of this will be able to bring a litigation against him for damages, civil damages.
Well, he's
I've been humiliated.
Well, right,
I've been,
right.
you know,
But if you're the manager of North End Pizzeria, how much money are you making, and how much money are you going to be able to
well,
get out of this guy? I mean, you could
how
sue him
much-
for $1 million, but
how
you're
much-
not getting $1 million.
How much are they going to try to get out of the owner of the North End Pizzeria?
I guess he's responsible. It's his place.
Yep, he hired him.
Yeah. So okay, maybe they'll own the pizza place now after
It
this.
didn't say how long it'd been going on, did it?
Not in the, I gotta, I only have a paragraph.
Just that
so
it
I
was
don't know.
employees. It was in the employee bathroom.
Was it? So
Yeah.
he wasn't going after the
It wasn't like if I
Okay.
walked in there, went to the bathroom.
no customers. Okay, was it just the women's bathroom?
But did he?
Do you know?
But did he also? Some people go in. Oh, the bathroom. Is there another bathroom? Oh, come
Oh,
right
that's-
there.
that's
come
open.
right this way,
Well,
please.
and some small businesses don't have public bathrooms.
Yeah,
It may
so
be
you
just-
have to use.
Maybe just
But
a
a
one.
pizzeria would.
Might be just
A
a one-man
pizzeria
show
would,
in the back
yeah.
room.
Yeah.
That's for the employees.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, they said definite just employees.
And I wonder if he's-
only employees were affected. Was
Okay.
what they said.
Just female employees? Do you know? Did they say?
Didn't say.
Okay. I wonder if he's made any money. I mean, he's disseminating the indecent material, but is he selling it? And did he make any money that way? Would that be another charge? I mean,
would
yeah,
imagine.
I'm gonna. Let me share it with John. But if I sell it to you, Bob, is that another charge?
I would think it probably would be. And also, I'd wonder, we worried about the age of the individuals who are the subject of the videos.
Well, you
Right.
think
If you have a
they'd be-
child, then you have
minors.
some really
There could be
serious
some
issues.
minors. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Unless
minor
they,
being
unless
under
they only
18.
hire only over 18.
Either way, it's really disgusting, and it's surprising that people who make the judgment that they're going to do something like this.
I only think pizzerias hire over 18 because of the pizza ovens. You can't have kids sticking their hands taking the pizzas out of the ovens because they could get burned.
Right.
So if we hire over 18, we won't have that issue. Kids saying, "Oh, I can't touch."
But it's not a law.
It might not be a law. It just might be a rule that all
Yeah.
pizza places do.
Or insurance reasons.
Could be.
Yeah, right.
All right, we got to take a break here in the Coffee AM program. We're going to give you the weather forecast, but first, Sue's going to have another fun message from the Blackstone Valley Call and Times newspaper.
I remembered the date at the end of the last commercial, so I just want to reiterate that we are having a stocking stuffer contest. You go to our website, www.woonsocketcall.com. I'm not sure exactly where on the screen. Usually it's under home, features, etc., and the contest is in a drop box, or it's in the upper right-hand corner online. But it is our stocking stuffer contest where you can win a stocking from one of our sponsors that advertised in our upcoming magazine.
All right, Sue, thanks. Forecast now, and that's being brought to you by Compassion International.
Increasing clouds today with a high of 48 degrees and a breeze from the west to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy, overnight low of 31. Friday's weather, mostly sunny with a high of 45. Saturday, sunshine and 44. Saturday night, rain is likely. Sunday, some leftover rain in the morning, then mostly cloudy all day with a high of 54. Monday, mostly sunny, 44. Tuesday, mostly sunny, 46. Next Wednesday, mostly sunny skies, high near 47 degrees.
Outside the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio on the corner of Park Ave and Kennedy Street, we do have partly cloudy skies and a temperature reading of 41 degrees. It's not too late. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year for a sponsor. End their wait today. Sponsor a child with compassion. Text radio to 83393.
Let's see what's going on at Chan's this weekend. Tomorrow night, November 14th, Jeff Pitchell and the Texas Flood. And that's starting at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. It goes 25 in advance, 30 at the door. International Blues Hall of Famer, along with the best blues tribe around, the Texas Flood. Jeff Pitchell tomorrow night at Chan's. Then on Saturday night, it's Matt Swanson Band. Oh, Swanton, I mispronounced that. It's Matt Swanton Band and Bees Deluxe. Starts at 8 o'clock, goes till 10, 25 in advance, 30 at the door. Two of Boston's premier bands together for one great night of entertainment at Chan's. And remember, Chan's has great food, too. So drop in just for the food if you don't go in for the show. If you go in for the show, get the food. At Chan's, 267 Main Street in Woonsocket.
Looking to start a new career, one with real room to grow? Skills for Rhode Island's Future has teamed up with Electric Boat to offer free hands-on training at the Woonsocket Education Center. Join us for an upcoming Ready, Set, Work session starting on Monday, November 17th. You'll learn the skills to launch a lasting career, no experience needed. Space is limited, so don't wait. Take the first step toward your future today at skillsforri.com/readysetwork. Visit skillsforri.com/readysetwork to learn more and register today.
ON Radio.
Coffee Ann on ON. Thanks for joining us. Joe Callahan along with John Ward, Sue Tester McKenzie, Bob Lauder. And Bob, time for first message from your law office.
Thank you. Good morning. This is Attorney Bob Lauder. I'd like to talk to you this morning about two semi-recent Rhode Island Supreme Court cases. The first case involves a subject matter which the Supreme Court acknowledges is one of much debate and controversy among legal scholars and mental health professionals. That is the desire of one parent to permanently move a child into another state, away from the other parent. A recent case is known as Dawson versus Odasia. Although the father and mother were never married, the family court had entered an order awarding temporary custody and physical possession of the child to the mother, with the father granted supervised visitation at the mother's home. Several months later, the mother filed a motion seeking to relocate to Massachusetts, and the father objected. The family court granted the mother's motion, and the father appealed to the Supreme Court. The Rhode Island Supreme Court ruled that relocation underscores the often irreconcilable tension that develops when parents no longer reside together in a single family unit. To the extent that it can be said that one parent exercises more of the responsibility than the other, the general stability, the well-being, and happiness of the parent's family's unit will have a direct bearing on the child's well-being. Conversely, the court has observed that the child's opportunity to maintain a reasonable relationship with one parent, no matter how diminished that parent's role may be, will undoubtedly have some impact on the child's best interest. The court has established 7 elements to be considered between the parents and went on to divide that into an 8th element. That was, first, the comparison of the wishes of the child's parents regarding the child's custody. 2, the reasonable preference of the child. 3, the interaction of the child with the parents. 4, the child's adjustment to home, school, and community. 5, the mental and physical health of all the individuals involved. 6, the stability of the child's home environment. And 7, the moral fitness of the child's parents. And finally, 8, the willingness and ability of each parent to facilitate a close and continuous parent-child relationship between the child and the other parent. If you think my office may be assistance to you in legal matters, please call me for an appointment. My name is Bob Lauder. My telephone number is 762-4550. And the disclaimer: the Supreme Court of Rhode Island licenses all attorneys in the general practice of law. The court does not license or certify any attorney as an expert or specialist in any field of practice. Thank you.
All right, Bob, thanks. Sorry, John says he's got a question for the coffee panel.
Yes. Well, occasionally when you're going into a college, they'll ask you to answer some questions about yourself or answer some aptitude-type questions, and they've been doing studies in various universities across the country, and this one's out in San Diego, and they asked 2 questions. I'll ask only one of them. Sarah had 9 pennies and 9 dimes. How many coins did she have in all?
18?
That was one of the questions they asked incoming students.
All right, it sounds like it would be
To
18,
check for math
18
aptitude.
coins, but
Okay.
It's so easy, it's hard.
Well, yeah, because it's one of those.
You got to think.
But-
You're thinking
Well,
about it.
well, you think about it going to
when some
doesn't make
incoming
sense.
college students were asked these questions, about 20% could not answer
Couldn't get
that
it
question
correct.
correctly.
Wow.
They overthought it.
How sad is
They
that?
over-
And then the
Maybe.
second one was a basic algebra question, solving for a variable
Solving for
with the
X.
result.
Yeah.
Solving for x, and it was basically bracketed 10 minus 2, and then bracketed 4 minus 6x, which is multiplication, equals 0. Well, that's pretty simple. You ignore the first part of it, and you try to solve to make the second part 0, because
Yeah.
multiplying anything by 0 is 0. And 80% of the students couldn't answer
Couldn't
that
get it
one.
wrong. Wow.
That it was, 6, the x was 2/3. And that would make 4 minus 6x equals 0. And 80% of the students couldn't answer that question. So they're offering remedial math courses at universities across the country, including Harvard University.
wait a minute. John's just showing off that he can do the algebra in his
In his head.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write this down.
No,
Yeah, that's what
I
these-
spent 2 hours doing it yesterday.
Those people overthought that. That they overthought it because
They must.
That reminds me when I went to school.
'Cause the
not
answer's
when I
so
went to
simple,
school.
it can't
it's
be
too
right.
simple. I was in school at let me
No, the
rephrase.
students are too simple.
No. It was my children. Children were in the school, and I was there to participate in Halloween. So they did a big Halloween party for the kids in the school. And one of the moms had this nice piece of paper, and she said, "And this is the bingo game we're going to be playing."
Okay.
And I'm sitting there, I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." I'm like, "This is too easy." But I'm like, am I going to be the stupid one to say, "Do you have more of those?"
Uh-huh.
But apparently, no, she did not. That was the bingo game that are going to be distributed amongst the 100 children in the school.
Okay.
But I'm like, but
They're all
they'll
alike?
all, yes, so they'll all win at the same time.
Everybody gets a
And the
participation
intro
trophy.
was, some are quicker than others. And so that's that, how many coins? 8 pennies, 8 dimes.
Yeah.
You overthink it. And I had to overthink that bingo game before I'm the one that sounded stupid. And I'm like, no, this isn't right. You need at least
here's-
8.
You didn't overthink it.
But I
That was
watched
like
what I said because these were college graduates that I
Yeah.
was speaking with.
I just think it's astounding at how poorly prepared students are going
Well,
into college.
yeah.
nowadays.
Absolutely.
Which is why they're being indoctrinated into Marxism so much.
What?
Another example of that.
Wait.
What?
Indoctrinated into Marxism?
Hey, they just
Well, it's
invited.
fairly
They
common
just
across the United States that there are many professors who are preaching that we need to overthrow the United States government, and it's becoming more and more prevalent.
And what do they intend to replace it with?
Well, they have
Communism.
no idea. They're stupid people. They just want
No,
to
they want-
overthrow
they
the
want
government.
com- they want communism
It's, you know,
going.
I saw. I mean, if you follow me on Facebook, I have posted a video that somebody produced about people who were students in college and were learning some of this stuff and started questioning it. And the title of this 12-minute video is Seeds of Doubt, and it speaks about how, and has some videos of professors who are preaching that, but it equates it to the revolution in Iran, where it was started by university students who started the revolution that propped up Khomeini and pushed
threw
through
the
the
Shah out.
revolution, and then and got rid of the Shah. And even now, today, if you check the statistics on people who support the theocracy, it's only about 30% of the nation. The rest of them would rather be done with them, but they can't because they don't own the guns, and so they'll get killed. And pretty much all of the university leaders who led the overthrow of the government were then killed by the theocracy and Khomeini after it was all over, because they wanted a true revolution. They wanted a government. They didn't want a theocracy. And he said, no, 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 and they killed him. So
All right. Well, Sue,
that's
back
what
to
started in our
overthinking.
university.
Overthinking.
Back to overthinking. I mean, me being a radio guy, listen to different radio stations, and I hear what other contests these do. And there's another station out there that had this contest going on. You could win $1,000. All right.
Wow.
But you had to answer 10 questions all correctly in 60 seconds. It could be you, and you had no idea what the questions were, and they could be on any subject.
Sounds like Family Feud.
Okay, but always the first question was always a math question. Now we're used to hearing, like John said, you know, what's 10 minus 2? They reversed it, which makes you think. And so some of the questions are always, well, what's 2 plus 6? Well, you're not used to hearing it that way, and so people are taking far too long trying to figure out, well, is it 8? Is it not 8? Wait a minute, it's going in the wrong direction, and now the clock is ticking.
Yep.
And they never get to finish the 10 questions, so no one ever wins the $1,000 because you're overthinking the math question. That is so easy, and you know the answer. You've heard it in the wrong way, and your
Yep.
brain is trying to reverse it
Yeah,
and
exactly.
get it right. So then you can answer the question. Go ahead, Bob.
That's amazing. I didn't realize.
Well, it's a psychological thing.
Okay.
If you
And
look
they
at-
don't even have to get into football questions.
Oh, sometimes they did.
Yeah.
But if you take
Yeah, if
every
they're going to
math
give you
test,
$1,000, they gotta.
Yeah,
But
make it difficult.
But there are some radio stations that all you got to do is key in the correct keyword.
oh yeah, those kind of
That's
contests.
easy. You don't have to take a test.
But if you remember back to your entire existence in elementary school and middle school,
Right.
whenever you took a math test, the higher number always came first when you were adding.
6 plus 2 instead of 2 plus
Always,
6.
Right.
always. So that's what you're used to seeing. Now when it's reversed, it throws you. And you're like,
That's
oh,
amazing.
I
never
know-
thought about it,
I
but
don't
you're
know what
right.
that could possibly be.
And of
So-
course, those we give away $1,000 a day contest. When
Oh,
you
then-
when
they're
you text in a
nationwide.
code, it's basically the network that they're a member of
Yeah.
gives away $1,000
Oh, yeah,
a day
but
across
it's
the whole
even-
country.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
the
you
one.
put
But
the
it's
code in
it's
and-
$1,000 an hour, but it does cover the entire
country.
country. It's not like ON Radio
It's not us
is giving
giving
away
away $1,000.
$1,000
That's right.
every hour. Absolutely not.
Which is a little bit better odds than your basic Powerball chances.
A little bit better. All right, if you're
much.
in the market, Massport, Massachusetts, auctioning off dozens of vehicles that have all been abandoned. Where do you think people are abandoning cars?
Airport.
where?
parking
Logan
lots?
Logan
Parking
Airport.
garage.
People abandon cars at Logan in the parking lots. 71 vehicles are listed in the Massport auction.
Wow.
And the bidding on the vehicles ends today, so you got to hurry up. They're all. What's
I
that?
never thought of driving an old clunker into a garage at the
just-
airport and leaving it there.
Take the
because-
plates off and leave it.
Take the plates off and go. But
Yeah,
they
they
can,
can still
they can
identify
find
you.
you
Well, they
with
could
the
the VIN number, yeah.
So they would. I'm
But-
curious if they would, because let's say you go on vacation and you have an accident in Bermuda, whatever, and you don't come back. So they have to be able to trace that
Yeah.
way.
All the cars, by the way, are in a lot in Shrewsbury. And while some of the vehicles they say are in rough shape and not getting much attention, other newer models have attracted bids in the thousands of dollars. So there you go. And I wonder how long the car has to be in the parking lot at Logan
Before
before
you
they
can do
say,
that.
okay, it's abandoned. Is it 3 months? Is it 6 months?
And do they have to notify the last
I wanna
registered
know.
owner?
I don't know.
Yeah, because what if I went to the airport with my car, which is a lease, and I died while I was on vacation, I'm not coming back to get my car. But somebody else owns that car. So they have to do
Maybe
some
they try to get a hold of people, and
They have to
you've
do
got
an
you've got a week to come back and get it. Okay.
Right.
And if you don't, we're taking it. And then maybe they just don't come
there
back.
has to be.
All right, one more story before we take a break for Bob. Things you don't think you need to worry about in the Northeast, but apparently there's a small alligator in the pond off the Esplanade in
saw that.
Boston. 2 people saw it and photographed it. A video of the alligator has been sent to wildlife officials who hope to find it soon. It's not going to last the winter.
Yeah, I was going to say, it won't last the winter anyway.
Mass Wildlife indicates that alligators cannot survive in the cold, and they want to locate it and capture it quickly and get it out of here and get it down someplace warm. But yeah.
All right, so my question would
Someone
be,
let it go in the Esplanade.
where's the mama? I mean,
Well,
if there's a baby there, there's a mama somewhere.
Not necessarily, unless they
Somebody
bought
may
it
have
from
acquired
somebody.
it and then just dumped it.
Yeah.
Get
I
rid
would
of
think
it.
so, yes.
All right, Bob, time for a second message from your law office, please.
Thank you. Good morning. This is Attorney Bob Lauder. The second Rhode Island Supreme Court case I'd like to discuss with you this morning involves a plaintiff's claim for entitlement to a new trial following a jury verdict in a civil case. And the case is known as Magnarelli versus the Town of Johnston, and arose as a result of a complaint for injuries sustained in a slip and fall. At the conclusion of the plaintiff's evidence, the defendant moved that the claim be dismissed because the plaintiff had presented no evidence as to the applicable standard of care. The plaintiff objected to this and offered his own motion for judgment on the law. The trial justice reserved her decision on the 2 motions, and the defense thereafter rested without presenting any evidence and renewed its motion for the judge as a matter of law. The issue went to the jury, which returned a verdict for the defendant. The plaintiff filed a motion for a new trial, arguing that the trial justice improperly tasked the jury with determining whether or not the defendant owed a duty of care to the plaintiff, that the trial justice referenced to a preponderance of the evidence rather than a fair preponderance of the evidence, and that the trial justice told the jury that expert testimony was required to support the plaintiff's claim. The Supreme Court ruled that in setting forth a negligence claim, a plaintiff must establish a legally cognizable duty owed by the defendant to the plaintiff, a breach of that duty, and an approximate causation wherein the conduct resulted in actual damages and loss. The court determined that the trial justice had clearly enunciated that element. The court then reviewed the missing word fair. The court noted that the attorney for the plaintiff did not object to the wording at the time that the verdict form was presented to the jury, and despite an opportunity to do so, and a litigant cannot raise a new objection after they have not taken an appeal at the time. Robert, someday you'll learn to read these right, and you practice them too. And the litigant cannot raise an objection or advance a new theory on appeal if it is not raised before a trial court. And consequently, the Supreme Court refused to order a new trial for the plaintiff. If you think my office may be assistant to you in legal matters which don't involve reading, please call me for an appointment. My name is Bob Lauder. My telephone number is 762-4550. And the disclaimer, the Supreme Court of Rhode Island licenses all attorneys in the general practice of law. The court does not license or certify any attorney as an expert or specialist in any field of practice.
The
Thank
text
what-
is a little small on that one. That was your problem.
you.
I always glance over for the size
Thank
of the
you.
text.
Size of the
That's
text.
a little small.
All right, more coffee ends coming up. Stick around.
OM 1240.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Rhode Island High School playoff football continues this Friday night on ON, AM, and FM when the Burrillville Broncos come to Tucker Field in Cumberland to take on the Cumberland Clippers. Kevin Callahan and Brenda McGare bring you the action of this great high school football matchup this Friday, November 14th, with a kickoff at 7 p.m. Burrillville versus Cumberland, playoff high school football only on the one and only ON, AM, and FM. It's Coffee In here on ON, AM, and FM. Thanks for joining us. It's Joe Callahan right here. Bob Lauder's here. Sue Tesha McKenzie's here. And Bob Lauder's here. We just had the story about the alligator at John Ward is here, yes. And Dave's right behind me. And we just had the story about the alligator at the Esplanade Pond in Boston. Up in Methuen, Massachusetts, they had a fire inside a home where the person, 40-year-old Andrew Carlson, was found dead inside the house. Also inside the house, 60 dead python and boa constrictor snakes.
Did they die as a result of the fire?
Yes, yes, they did. Well, that's what they're saying. As many as 60 dead snakes were inside the house that was destroyed yesterday by fire.
See, I only heard dozens, but that still dozens.
That's
but
dozens.
It's,
that's 60.
It's
yes.
60. Dozens is 36,
For
too.
those university students, that's 5 dozen.
Andrew was found dead in the basement after the flames broke out around 2:20 in the morning. 3 other people safely escaped. Cause of the fire is under investigation, but yikes, 60.
And the fire was in his place.
In the house. He was just found in the basement.
Oh, okay.
Keeping it in the animal kingdom, a newly discovered species of bee.
Can I do a hypothetical on that last story for a moment?
On the snakes?
3 people escaped the house.
Yes.
There's snakes all over the house.
Yes.
The 5-year-old is in the basement.
No, the 20-year-old.
20-year-old in the basement. And nobody thought at 2 o'clock in the morning.
40-year-old, I'm sorry.
4-year-old.
Yeah.
That nobody thought at 2 o'clock in the morning, where's the kid?
To get the guy out of the basement? I don't know.
Wait, what are you talking about, kid? I'm confused. You lost me.
4-year-old kid.
No.
40. 40.
Oh, 40.
Yes.
Oh,
That's why I'm like, wait a minute. What is he saying?
It's a
I
man.
thought it was a kid.
No, it's a man. All right.
That's okay. He's allowed to die then. No, it's just.
He's allowed to be in the basement.
No, I just, yeah, it just. When I thought he was saying a kid, I thought maybe it was that somebody left the kid in the basement and didn't.
Wait a minute. This is coming from the guy who was able to do the algebra problem in his head. And yet
overanalyzed it.
40 and 4 is confusing.
I overanalyzed it.
Okay.
Overthinking.
You're overthinking again. All right. New species of bee has been given a devilish name. The species is called Megachile lucifer because it sports a pair of little devil-like horns. This was found in Australia, by the way, so in case you're going to Western Australia, you don't have to worry about it.
Australia's got some weird.
There's a lot of bizarre
Large.
animals. Yep. Lead author Kit Prendergast said she was writing about the insect while watching the Netflix show Lucifer, and the name fit perfectly. So.
But they say they're not a danger to humans.
They don't sting?
But they don't go after humans.
Oh, they don't.
Apparently,
okay. Right.
is what I assumed it meant.
If it took until 2025 to discover them, I guess they're not exactly
Yeah,
in the middle of town.
they're not. But they say a lot of the things in Australia, as large as they may be, are not
dangerous
to humans. But I don't want to walk into my house and have to, turn on a light to see if there's a spider the size of my head in the corner. I don't care if it will not hurt me.
You're out.
I'm gone.
Yeah, right. All right. Well, yesterday was a historic day. The U.S. Mint struck its final penny. They're done.
I know.
Pennies.
I saw that. It said the last time they discontinued a coin was in 1857 when it was the half cent.
A half cent?
Yeah, he used to have half-cent coins.
President Trump previously announced plans to retire the coin, which dates back to 1793, citing production costs as a primary reason. It takes 2.5 cents to make a 1 cent coin.
I thought it said 4 cents to make a one.
Maybe it's going up.
I thought it was
You mean
4
they're still
cents.
stamping the Sacagawea dollar?
I don't know.
I don't know.
According
They're
to the
making other dollars beyond the Sacagawea.
Yeah, I know they have other dollar coins, I guess.
Right.
But they were trying to push that to get rid of the paper dollar bill, and it failed.
According to the Treasury Department, the penny will remain legal tender and retain its value indefinitely because there's approximately 300 billion pennies still in circulation,
Circulated.
which exceeds the amount needed for commerce.
And yet, when I went into a local drugstore, they had a sign near the cashier that said that due to the penny shortage, they were asking people to make sure that they had the right amount
Correct
of change.
That's because
Well, maybe they have a shortage themselves. It's not
Yeah.
quite
out
nationwide
of those
yet.
300 billion, there's probably 200 billion in jars and households
That's
in
what
the
I-
country.
That's what I got. So I just, when the jar fills up, then I bring it to the bank and turn them in and deposit them. So
Circulate them.
I'll circulate them back to the bank. Okay. Well, just if you want to start hanging on to them, your pennies, they're going to be worth something someday, maybe.
Maybe.
When
All
you're
right.
gone.
I don't know if I heard about this yesterday. Pope Leo has revealed what his all-time favorite movie is.
What?
Any guesses? Did you read it? Did you hear it?
His all-time favorite
Yes,
movie?
yes.
No.
It's a Wonderful Life. It's the
Oh.
Pope's all-time favorite movie.
1944 with
46, actually.
46?
Yeah, with Jimmy Stewart. 70-year-old Pope said his favorite musical is The Sound of Music. Later this week, Pope Leo will be meeting with Hollywood celebrities as part of his ongoing Holy Year celebration. Celebrities will include actors Cate Blanchett, Adam Scott, Chris Pine, and director Spike Lee. I only know Spike Lee. I don't know the others.
You don't know Chris Pine?
I do
Well,
not.
Kate Blanchett.
No. Am I living under a rock?
Chris Pine is,
He is? No? Okay. See? Yeah.
Captain
Really?
America.
You're gonna
Oh,
get into-
see, when it's
Yeah, but you wouldn't
superheroes,
seen, I
no.
see you wouldn't seen what he actually looked like.
Hey, at least I
either.
knew
So
Jimmy
let's get
Stewart
that.
from 46.
That's right. All right. Are you looking up Kate Blanchett, or are you looking up Chris Pine, Sue?
Chris
Oh,
Pine
I'm sorry.
first.
No, he's Captain Kirk in one of the Star Trek.
Is he really?
Okay, that's another
Movies
thing. That's another
and,
thing I don't watch.
Okay, so what did Kate Blanchett?
And-
That
Yeah.
was the other one.
Yeah, that you said I should.
And you'll
I
know,
should know.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. A diamond brooch. Brooch. What do you say that, Sue?
Brooch.
Brooch. Okay. That was once owned by Napoleon. All right, I've seen her. I've seen Kate
Yeah.
Blanchett then. Okay. This brooch that was once owned by Napoleon, the Napoleon. Napoleon Bonaparte, has sold at auction $4.4 million.
Wow.
That's far more than $250,000 Sotheby's Geneva had estimated the piece would fetch on Wednesday. The brooch was supposedly taken from Napoleon's belongings after his defeat at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815 and remained in possession of the Prussian royal family for 2 centuries. It's time to sell, I guess. Since, I don't know.
They must be running out of money. The
The
Prussian
Prussians?
royal family.
And you know, men's brooches are coming back, just for the record,
They are? As a thing?
Just
as a thing.
You know what? I
just
write-
not part of my wardrobe.
Let's see.
As a thing. I've seen it on Dancing with the Stars, even. So they could be as elaborate as that or as
Yeah.
simple as that. But yeah.
You know, you're right, because
Well, you know who used to wear them all the time?
Who?
My friend Noel.
Oh, okay.
Uncle No.
Yeah.
He always had a brooch. It wasn't as large or ornate as some of the ones that some of the guys are wearing now. If you looked at Dancing with the Stars at all, they typically have them.
The lead actor in the TV show Tulsa King, which I really, 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 really enjoy, Sylvester Stallone,
Yep.
wears the 5 stars because his nickname in the show is the General. So it's in a circle.
Yep.
So he wear. So you're right. I guess it's
am.
making a comeback. All right.
I typically don't speak unless I'm right.
Oh.
Just saying.
Make a note of
You know what
that.
you know what that qualifies her for?
What?
To be a wife.
That's right. Jesse Jackson's in the hospital. I don't know
Good.
if you heard. Good, John. Come on. Jackson's Rainbow Push Coalition announced that the 84-year-old civil rights person was admitted to the hospital yesterday. He's currently under observation for progressive supranuclear palsy. Supranuclear? Okay. Jackson has been managing the neurodegenerative condition for more than a decade. Originally diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, but his PSP condition was confirmed last April. So Doesn't sound good at all. So okay.
Got to do with the brain, that's for sure.
Yeah. Deadliest road in the nation is in California. I'm sure that doesn't surprise anybody.
Deadliest what?
Road.
Road.
Yeah. According to data from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, it's Interstate 15, not the California Pacific Highway.
Not
Or the I-5 out there in California.
Did Social Street come in at all? Or was it on the
I don't
top
think so.
50 or anything?
Wait a minute. 15, is that the one that runs straight through the valley at 75 mile an hour
Yeah.
speed limit?
Possibly. It connects L.A. and Las Vegas.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the one that runs east-west. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
Probably already also has a 75 mile an hour speed limit.
Well, they've recorded 80 deadly accidents in a period of 3 years, more than any other road in the United States.
But how
why it's
long is the
deadliest
road?
Well, that's 1,000 miles at least.
Oh, I don't know that it's that far.
No?
No. Well,
So how long is that? LA to Las
LA
Vegas.
to Las Vegas, I'm saying
And it's
probably
Route
like
15, you said?
Interstate 15.
Probably 400.
All right. Two more
If
California.
that.
Yeah. Two more California highways make the top 10 list. Interstate 10 in Riverside County ranks third with 54 deaths. Number 8 is Interstate 5. Interstate 5, I know. In San Diego County, 42.
Oh, in San
Yes.
Diego County, though. That's the
Yes,
southern part
it's
of
southern
it. That's down
California.
below LA.
Yeah. All right. Anything? What'd you find, Sue?
The length of I-15 from Los Angeles to Las Vegas is approximately 270 to
270.
280 miles,
My-
which takes about 4 to 4.5 hours to drive without stops.
My spatial, I always failed spatial relations in school. There I am. Oh yeah, that's 1,000 miles. How far off am I? So, just terrible. So, well, that'll do it for the show for today. So I think we
this
solved all the
fun,
problems.
all
Yes, we
this
have.
overthinking.
That's right. All this overthinking has
solved
come to an
world
end.
peace.
I think so. All right, Bob Lauder, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you for inviting me.
All right, and Sue, thanks for being here.
Thank you. Have a good rest of the week.
All right, John, thanks for being
Rejoice,
here.
rejoice, the government is open. Oh boy, they can go back to doing nothing again.
Excellent, excellent. All right, this is Joe Callahan. Have yourself a wonderful day. Stay tuned for Do You Remember? Gary Smith of the Cruise coming up after the 9 o'clock news.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street. This is WOON Woonsocket Radio. And now, the news.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. The 43-day government shutdown is now history after President Trump signed